Hey everybody, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a little while since I've done a plan with me. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I have been so busy, as I'm sure so many of you have been. This is such a busy time of year, and I have just not had time to do any kind of plan with me or anything like that. So I thought today I would put together a couple of my cousin pages, my daily pages. Last week I failed miserably with doing my cousin pages. As you can see, yep, just pretty much dot markers and pen, and that was pretty much it because it's just really busy. So anyway, I have to get these pages done because if I don't do them today, then I won't do them all week, and I want to use these amazing Christmas stickers. And so figured, okay, at least if I get Monday and Tuesday done, and maybe even later today I'll do Wednesday and Thursday, that would be amazing because I am off work as of Thursday at 1. Well, that's when the kids leave my classroom. So, I mean, I guess I'm not really off work then, but that's when I'll be able to kind of gather all my stuff, figure out what I need to do to be ready when we come back in January, and then hopefully leave when I'm all done. So I just kind of need to make it to that point, and then I'm hoping I'll have a little bit more time. Of course, I still have a lot of Christmas stuff to do. We celebrate Christmas in my house, so and I love Christmas. And granted, I bring all this stuff on myself, the fact that I have a ton to do, so it's my own fault. But I haven't wrapped any. There are no presents under the tree. The kids were like, we don't have any presents under there. And I'm like, I know. That doesn't mean there are no presents. They're just not wrapped yet. I have wrapped a few presents, but they are the presents that I need to mail because I know that I'm going to need to get those in the mail this week at the very latest. Well, at the very latest, as if I could mail them any sooner than this week. So I've been concentrating on those a little bit today. I've got 3 boxes full of stuff wrapped. And then I've also been working a lot on Christmas cards because I need to get those mailed out. And true to form, I totally bit off more than I could chew. Ordered my Christmas cards. I was so proud of myself. Super cute, picture of the kids. And I was like, I saw this tutorial. It showed up in Instagram, and then I watched the YouTube video from Happy Ever Crafter, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so cute how she did the envelopes. I should do that. Yeah. So then I started, and you know how like once you start, you're like, oh no, I need to finish. Right. Well, so I finally finished. It took me absolutely forever to finish. So days and days. My husband was like, did you keep track of all the hours you spent like hand lettering the envelopes? And I said, no, just because that would be completely depressing to find out how much time I used for something that people are going to throw away. My hope is, because it made me happy to do it, even though it took me a really long time. Let's not sugarcoat it there. But I would love to get an envelope like that in the mail, even if I ended up throwing it away, which I'm sure, the vast majority of people will do. Like maybe my mom will keep it, or my mother-in-law or something like that. But other than that, nope, it's pretty much going to get thrown away. But my hope is that the people who receive them will see it in their mailbox and it'll make them smile and it will make them happy to get such a nice looking envelope in the mail that clearly is full of holiday cheer. So I hope, but we'll see. And they're done. I enlisted my husband to help me. He can't do like the lettering and stuff. He was like, well, I can try. You're not going to like what I do, but he is the card stuffer and the envelope licker because I will not lick the envelopes. I think that, I hate the taste of it. And then the stamp putter on her. So he did that for the ones that I had done the other night. And then last night I finished the rest of the cards. And so my son this is not how I normally, is it how I normally do it? I guess it is. How funny. That just looks weird. Yeah, that's how I normally do it. Okay. Well, we're going to leave it like that because it's finished. Anyway, so my son came in and he was like, well, I can help, because my husband took my daughter to get her ears re-pierced last night. Somehow she persuaded him. And so they were gone. And so I said, well, come help me, buddy. And so he did. And he licked about 10 envelopes. And he was like, yeah, that's gross. I'm not doing that anymore. So he put the cards and he put the stamps on. And he was like, my job here is done. Okay, so now these are my daily pages. As you can see, so here was Saturday's, yesterday's. Here's today's. I haven't filled it in yet. And then, like I said, I just didn't decorate these ones. But you can see that, you know, I do these awesome day on one page stickers from Sweet Kawaii Design. And then I use the $2 Tuesday sheets from Sweet Kawaii Design. To me, these are so versatile for so many different planners, and I love them. I think they're super cute. But I do need washi. So I've got all my holiday washi here. This cart here is from A Treasured Home, and I think it's really cute. I've also got this container because I have a slight holiday washi problem apparently, with all this Simply Gilded washi that's holiday. And I really haven't used it that much this year, and I'm wondering if see, the colors don't really go with the kit that I'm using. So if you figure I'm going to use one of these, like maybe I'll use the Merry and Bright, maybe I'll use this one, Peggy with the Christmas tree, and I don't know. I mean, maybe this one would kind of go, and I really like it, which is funny because I'm completely not a city person. I went to New York City a few years ago. Oh, that pink kind of goes. That's pretty. With my daughter after we went to a scoliosis convention in Staten Island, Long Island. I don't remember. I think it was Long Island. Anyway, we went to New York City afterward, and wow, super cool place to visit, but it's just not my thing. I think it's pretty cool if it is your thing, and city life is kind of how you enjoy your days. But for me, it was really overwhelming. So it's kind of funny, but I think this washi is really pretty. It's like this cityscape here. If I could find the ends, that would be helpful. It's pretty. The foil too. Okay, so we'll put that one here to match kind of the pink. And the green, I have this Sweet Bean Plans. I'm not really sure. It's not a perfect match. So I don't know if I really want to use that one. I have these other greens, but this is kind of more of a yellowy green. And so, I mean, that might be okay, especially with this green here. And it's got a little bit of the yellow up in there. Let's do it. Even if it doesn't match, you know what? Doesn't have to be perfect. I had grand plans for all the teacher gifts that I was going to send in with the kids for the holidays, and they're done. I always send in teacher gifts. You know, as a teacher myself, I know how hard my kids' teachers are working, and I'm able to send in a teacher gift for my kids' teachers, so I do so. Not everybody's able, which is totally understandable. If you have kids, you know what teachers always love? A note that says how much you appreciate them. It's always really nice. Those are the things we keep, either from the kids or from the parents. We put them in a box, and then we're having a really hard day when we discover those notes and those letters. It's pretty awesome. Okay, I had to go grab my cousin materials here. Oh, I still have my fall die cuts in here. I need to replace that. I have all my day on one pages sheets. I have this pencil board in case I need something straight, and then my script stickers. I make these myself just on my Cricut. They're nothing fancy. I don't get them from a shop. I don't have a shop. I don't sell them. And really, it's like I wouldn't even know how to go about making something to sell to somebody for that. So, okay. Let's see. I'm going to do this page first. This is the side that I always do exactly the same. I don't know why that is. I don't know why this page is the one I do the same, and this one is the one that I kind of like play around with. I don't know. My brain works weirdly sometimes. Okay, so I'll put this awesome box here. I always put what I am reading that day in there. And then I put here what I'm sharing on social media. I just kind of like to keep track. And then also, if I know I want to share something on a particular day, I can write it down ahead of time so I don't forget. Okay, and then I want to put one of these full boxes that has a place to write up here. And then that's where I put what we're having to eat that day. And let's see, on Tuesday, we will likely be having leftovers, although I'm not sure what leftovers we'll have because this weekend was kind of weird with cooking and food, and we're trying to finish stuff up, and my husband's not home tonight because he had to work, which is interesting because it's pretty rainy here in California today. Hasn't like really, I guess the big rain hasn't started yet, but he works in theater and they're striking a show. They're taking it out of the theater, and that's not usually very much fun in the rain. So hopefully he will be home early and won't be too cold and wet. But anyway, so Tuesday we'll have leftovers because my husband plays Dungeons and Dragons, or he always makes fun of me when I say Dungeons and Dragons. He plays D&D with his high school buddies, and they are not in our same time zone. They're in Colorado and New Mexico. So they play at 6:30 our time, which makes trying to make dinner really hard, trying to make dinner and eat it. So we try to have leftovers on Tuesday because we're a big eat as a family. So we try to have dinner together every night around the table. So if he doesn't get home till about 6, then or maybe 5:45, depending on what he's got going on at work, then trying to make something for dinner is pretty tough to have it finished and ready, especially if I have a staff meeting and don't get home till 5 or later. So there we go. Because he usually actually helps me cook. It's not just me. We will do a lot of that together. So anyway, so that's what I'm sure what we'll have to eat will be something very simple, if not leftovers, and something from the freezer that I can pop on the stove or pop on the oven. Maybe some soup if it's still rainy, which I think it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be rainy today, tomorrow, and kind of into the week, which as a teacher, I'm like, oh man, that's going to be so hard. But we need the rain really badly here, so that doesn't make me sad. Okay, on this side, I want to have the same elements, right? I want some place where I'm going to write down what I read, some place where I'm going to write down what I share, what I eat, and then a big space for highlights of the day. Our week is pretty busy this week, to be honest, which I was kind of surprised about as I was kind of pre-planning the week and looking at what we had each week. Not each week, sorry, each day. It was like, wow, we have quite a lot going on this week, which was surprising to me. I don't know why. I guess I was thinking, oh, it's going to be winter break, you know, but no, there's a lot going on this week. My son's getting his second vaccination tomorrow. Yay. Super excited about that. Let's see how I've laid this out before. I think we'll do that. Really excited about his second vaccination for our family. That makes sense to do. And then our whole family will be vaccinated fully, which I'm happy about. I mean, obviously it'll take, 2 weeks for his to fully kick in. What did I do with that? Oh my gosh, the pencil board. But we have that tomorrow, so I'm working a half day so that I can take him to that appointment and then come home, pick up my daughter, and then that's kind of it for the day tomorrow. But then Tuesday I have a staff meeting, and we've got all that, like I said, Dungeons and Dragons, and the house is getting cleaned, which is awesome, right? But you got to clean before the cleaning lady comes. So that it's not a complete pigsty, because she should not have to put away our things. So we've got that going on, and I am like completely blanking on how I've laid this out before with this, and I just looked at it. Gosh, you guys. Okay, we've got that going on, and then we have Wednesday, I have my work holiday party from 3:30 to 5. We were trying to figure out a place to do it because we didn't want to do it at school, obviously, because you can't have an alcoholic beverage at school, clearly. And not that anyone's going to have a lot of alcoholic beverages, but if maybe somebody wanted like a half glass of wine or something. So very kindly, our PTA president offered her deck for us to use, which is very, very nice. Thinking of the weather forecast, that's going to be really interesting if it's raining, because we were trying to find an outside place to have it, because Nobody's really comfortable having a party where we're going to eat and drink inside right now. That's for our staff. That's just the best decision. And I thought about having it in my backyard a few years ago when we had a Christmas party or holiday party. Sorry, not Christmas. We had it at my house inside because, you know, before COVID. But my backyard isn't, I don't know. It's just not really, it's a nice backyard. It's a lovely backyard, but it's not really, I don't know, ready right now for people to, that's not gonna work, for people to come over and have a party. And to be honest, the thought of trying to be ready to host a party feels a little overwhelming. So that wasn't gonna work this year for me to host it. Maybe in coming up years I'll host it if we can have it inside. But, well, that looks cute. And I'll put something right there. Maybe, ooh, I don't want the tree, maybe the bells and the candy cane. That's really cute. Okay. So we're having that on Wednesday, and then, let's see, we don't need any more of these. I do need my words. So I'm kind of all over the place trying to figure out what in the world I need to do here. And then Thursday's a half day. Nope, I already put that on. This is how my brain is these days. I feel very scattered with everything that I'm trying to do, to be honest. Let's see what color. Maybe I'll put this dark green to kind of tie in that dark green. Wednesday's our half day, and then my daughter's going on an overnight trip with a friend. Everybody's vaccinated. And I think it'll be really fun. They're going over to the coast, and I think they'll have a really good time. She's going with a friend's family. It's not just the girls. I mean, they're 12, so that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. So there's just a lot to do, plus all the Christmas stuff that I've, you know, taken on. And I'm very much looking forward to not having to work so I can focus more on the Christmas things. And then I think that'll be really good. All right. I think what I will do is I will put this full box. Maybe I want to kind of put it, do I want to put it tilted a little bit? That might look cute. Like that. I'll put what we're eating up here, what I'm reading here, what I share here, and then my highlights. I wonder if I should fill in with something there. Let me grab all my garlands. Okay, I didn't need all my garlands. I just needed these. As you can see, I've almost used these up. I love them. I think the colors are great, and they go with a ton of kits. They're very simple, very plain. The colors really go with a lot, and because they're so plain, it is really easy to tie them in. All right, put these bells back on there. That looks really cute. And I think we're done. We've got Monday and Tuesday all set in my cousin. Now I just need to find the motivation to get through Wednesday and Thursday, and I'll be set for the week, because by the time I hit Friday, I'll be on winter break and I'll have a little more time. All right, friends, happy planning. I hope you are having a wonderful week. If you live in the Midwest, please know I'm thinking about you. The pictures and the news reports I've seen look absolutely devastating, and it's really, really hard time of year to have that happen. Not that there's ever an easy time of year to have that happen, but I am thinking of you. I hope everybody is safe out there, and I'll see you next time.